These were multiple times when corrupt racist cops get arrested, starting with the case of racist cops who assault NBA player. On January 26, 2018, 22-year-old NBA player Sterling Brown parked his car outside a store in Milwaukee, unfortunately occupying 2 handicapped parking spots. Officer Joseph Grams of the Milwaukee Police Department noticed this and decided to wait by Brown's vehicle for him to come out. The entire encounter was recorded on body camera, revealing a troubling escalation. When Brown returned, Officer Grams immediately demanded his driver's license in a confrontational manner. Despite the clear parking violation under Wisconsin law, which prohibits parking in handicapped spaces or access aisles, the situation quickly deteriorated beyond a simple ticket. Instead of issuing a parking citation, Officer Grams began to escalate tensions. He physically pushed Brown back, claiming Brown was obstructing him, although the footage shows the officer was actually blocking Brown's access to his vehicle.
How you doing? You got a driver's license? Where's that? Where's your driver's license? Back up. You don't see the issue here? Hold on.
Don't touch.
You don't see the issue here. You're not parked across 3 lanes.
That's cool. That's cool. You
Yeah,
get back in the
that's
car.
cool.
We good.
$23.90. Can I get another squad here? Back up. Back up.
For what?
Are you obstructing me? I just told you to back up. I just told you to back up.
I just did. Everything is on camera, okay? Get out. You touched me first, so
That's right. I told you to back up.
But don't.
Because you're going to
touch
try and get in the car. I'll do what I want, all right?
No,
I own this right here.
You don't own me though.
So what's your name?
Just say it on.
I didn't say I own you. I said I own this.
But this is me. Don't touch me though. You don't own me.
What's your
so
name?
Don't touch me.
What's your name?
It's on there. Sterling
I'm
Brown.
asking you.
I'm telling you, Sterling Brown.
These are simple questions, man.
No, I'm answering.
These are
I
simple
ain't got
questions,
no
and you're
problem, but
being being all bad asking me. All
Right, you
right?
just touched
I
me,
asked you a
that's it.
question so I could verify this. Okay?
Right.
You don't think I see these that are whatever?
I don't know.
Fake?
I mean,
So I'm asking you your
I
name.
use real IDs. I don't.
Okay, I don't know who you are. Okay, so that's why I asked.
Okay.
I asked for an ID. These are legitimate questions, right?
I ain't got no problem with it.
Okay, well, you look at me like I got something growing out of my head,
No,
all right?
I'm just saying you touched me. That's the initial. That's
Right,
my
because you
initial
got up
issue.
in my face, okay?
I got up in your face.
Right.
Really?
I asked you
Come
to
on,
back
bro.
up, and
Come
you
on.
did not do it. I
Come
asked
on.
you to back up, and you did not do it. You backed up about 3 inches. All right? Everything I'm doing is on camera, dude.
I don't care.
These are legitimate. These are legitimate requests. All right? No, I was never at there. No, I just punched in this location when I came here with this guy. No, it was not there. I just FRNBC'd it, man. It's on my fucking computer and putting me right here. I didn't call it in. I actually did it over the computer. So, see, that's it.
I'm asking you a question. I ain't touching nothing. We good. You get back in the car. Pick up the car. Good. Why? And I did. What's the problem? Why? What you mean? What you mean? What I mean? I said what I mean. What? Can I ask you why? What's the bother? I'm bothering you. You're trying to get nothing. On what? I'm just asking you a question. I didn't know how it's tired. For what? And I can move it. Hold on. I got it. You got it.
Well, if you're doing that, so, I don't understand. Hey, man.
Over 5 police units arrived in response to Graham's call for backup, turning what should have been a minor infraction into a full-blown confrontation. The officers questioned Brown aggressively, treating him as if he had committed a serious crime rather than a parking violation. Brown repeatedly refused to remove his hands from his pockets, citing his right to protect his property, which prompted the officers to tackle him to the ground and tase him multiple times. One officer even stepped on Brown's ankle while he was restrained, an act clearly clearly violating Milwaukee Police Department's use of force policies.
Take your hands out of your pockets now! Hold on. I got stuff in my hands. I'm not cold. Get down! Get down! Look at that, taser! Hold on. Taser! Taser! Oh, that's double mark. Oh. Oh yeah. But me talk to I asked you to step back and you didn't do it. Well, it's all on camera, sir, just like I explained to you. Right. Just like I explained to you. Right. You all on camera. Yep. Call me and motherfucker like that, you know, shit. Oh, bad, 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 you know, right? Where's your normal license? Your regular license? Yeah, no, man. I got you, sir. This is paper. Here you go. You guys right there? I don't know why you didn't give me this. I don't know why. Was that the? No, it wasn't even. I rolled up. I was. Wanted to look in the car. Yeah. See that? No, I didn't even get a chance to look. Right. Right. Oh yeah. No, I didn't even get a chance.
What you at the time think really have a reason.
Right. I just initially, like I say, I rolled up. I was going to take a piss. I see a car parked like that. He's gone. I said, "Is there a reason for this? The emergency, whatnot, you know." That's what I'm thinking. Hey, maybe he's got a medical emergency or something. He needs to get in there. And I asked her, I said, where is he? I was inside him just a minute. He comes out and starts sitting in my face. And I said, hey, back up. You wouldn't do it. You know, same thing as before. And that's when I called for somebody else.
You had you on Mitchell.
I don't know why. I just went out with a traffic.
This excessive use of force, combined with the prolonged detention of Brown without probable cause for a crime, likely violated his Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable searches and seizures. Under Wisconsin law, traffic violations like parking tickets are not considered crimes and do not justify such aggressive police behavior. Following the incident, Brown filed a civil rights lawsuit against the city of Milwaukee, the police chief, and the officers involved. The lawsuit alleged excessive force and civil rights violations. In 2021, the case was settled for $750,000. Although the settlement did not admit wrongdoing, the city and police department issued a formal apology. Officer Grams was reassigned from patrol duties, and the body cam footage has since been used to train officers on appropriate conduct. However, in this next case, a racist female cop takes it way too far. On May 9th, 2019, David Lemon Gray and 3 friends had just grabbed breakfast at a McDonald's in White Oak and stepped outside to wait for the landscaping company truck that would take them to their job. As they waited in the open parking lot, Sergeant with the Montgomery County Police Department approached the 4 African-American men and brusquely accused them of loitering and trespassing. Within minutes, at least 6 more officers had arrived, an astonishing response to a group simply standing by their cars. The entire ordeal was recorded on a female officer's body camera, revealing a pattern of unprofessionalism and contempt. The male sergeant mocked Gray, taunting him to stop crying and act like a little girl, even ordering him to sit on the ground in a demeaning tone. Laughter and giggles echoed among the officers as they interrogated the men, treating innocent workers like dangerous criminals.
What did I just tell him? I told him I'd be out here in a minute. Is it hurting you? Are you hurt?
I'm not hurt.
Well, then stop crying. You act like a little girl.
you act like a girl?
Act like a little girl.
That's not nice.
I'm not doing nothing. So like, you don't matter. And I'm waiting to go to work, and y'all here doing the most or what?
You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm not.
Nothing. Sit down there. Sit on the floor.
Alright. Big dog.
Big dog. Unbelievable. You know, trying to help out, get you guys out so you can get to your jobs. That's what happens if you run your mouth. I can get you.
I mean, technically, we ain't the only ones taking out here, so why y'all coming to me?
You're going to start? Why get a call? That's what I'm going to deal with. All right?
But I'm just saying, you got people in here that's been here for over. I'm up here.
Well, I'm not the time. Am I the timekeeper these people? I'm just
Obviously, I got it.
No, you ain't in there.
You're smart.
No, you're not.
If y'all stop running your mouths,
Why I gotta stop running my mouth?
because that will get you out of here. Is your goal to get out of here sooner? Listen.
I can go. Just run me so I can go.
Is your goal to get out of here sooner?
So I can go. Run me so I can go.
Okay, if you're
all I
going
need
to
y'all
keep
to do.
repeating yourself, you're just elongating this entire conversation, right? So here's the thing. If you just stop and listen
Is that what?
and
Okay, all
stop
right.
running
Anything
your mouth,
you know
we'll
about?
get there faster. But just repeating yourself over and over again and not listening isn't going to get you anywhere. I am doing my job right now.
I'm talking to
Hey,
you.
you know what? Do I know you? No, I know that joke right there.
Despite Gray explaining they were merely waiting for their ride to work, no different from someone waiting for an Uber, the officers insisted on running each man's name, demanding identification, rifling through pockets, and even forcing socks and hats off under the guise of searching for concealed weapons. This aggressive, humiliating behavior ran directly counter to the department's stated commitment to respect individual rights, human dignity, and the value of all community members, as well as its emphasis on community policing and accountability. As the encounter wore on, the female officer's casual cruelty escalated into outright racism. Amidst crude jokes about straps and mocking banter about Snapchat, she eventually dropped the N-word on camera, an unconscious confession of prejudice that would ignite public outrage. A privately recorded cell phone video of the exchange went viral overnight, prompting local politicians and civil rights advocates to condemn the behavior. County Council member Will Jandu described the tone as completely unacceptable, while Montgomery County Police Captain Tom Jordan confirmed an internal affairs investigation had been launched. Although the union representing the officers defended the patrolwoman, asserting no ill intent, no formal disciplinary actions were publicly disclosed.
All right, because I don't know you. You should work with me. All right.
Put that shit on.
All right. Listen, I want to get you to go to work. Follow me so many calls. I got to deal with it. You understand? All right. Face up. I'm just gonna pat you down. All right. Anything on you know about?
Nope.
All right. Don't mind if I look.
What you gonna do?
Okay. Basil, you're up next. You got anything? All right. You don't mind if we look then,
You
right?
gotta take your socks off. You gotta take your socks
Oh,
off.
no.
That's not your hiding spot today.
That's right. Hey, I got you. Remember everything.
You got IDs.
And actually, once you're out here,
It was a real problem. Y'all came like this?
would you be quiet so I can hear?
See, Sarge, he doesn't want to leave. He wants us to stay longer. That's why.
We'll stay longer. I mean, I ain't got no problem. I get paid till 4. What do you got? What's your date of birth?
Why don't you got paper?
What's that?
Why don't you got paper? I can't run you off your hand.
I got you. All right, here, give me that.
You know, you're gonna have that pad of paper.
I'm good. Don't mind. Let's run these out.
What year? What number? What year? 93. Okay, I thought you said, sweetheart.
Get returns. Let's get these guys out of here.
I was making sure that he got the same number that what you said, because I didn't want to get no return and then have to ask you more and ask you again. Okay, so that's why I'm asking you
What's that?
to
Yeah, I do.
verify.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. What are you? Is this you? Okay. 2 last names.
I mean, it all depends. I was
You're
adopted,
not.
so sometimes it just shows up as women, sometimes it shows up as men.
What do you go by? Do you have a middle name? You're the best thing I got so far today, sweetheart. Well, you know what? Your cities probably want you back. You could by all means go there. In fact,
talking to her. Talking to my man. She talking to me.
Oh, cause you're here. You wanted to talk to me before.
You sound like you want to be my friend.
I do. We are friends. We are. We are best friends. Basil. But if you have a second bag, may I? Thank you.
You want to check my height or something?
Your height?
Yeah, son.
Sutton. S-U-N-T-I-N. Sutton.
I'm Friday.
There you go. Now we're talking English. I like it.
How much do you weigh? One more number. I don't know how much I weigh. I really don't.
I say about 110 at most. Hey, was that on Snapchat? Because you got to get my good side if you're going to be on Snapchat. If you're on Snapchat, make sure you add me or tag me or you know what I mean.
Just asked me, did I make it to work? And I told
You told her no.
As a kind moment, I'm getting pressed up by the police.
Hey,
Because nigga, like, no, I ain't doing shit.
whose bag is this?
Y'all niggas do this every day with me. Nigga, I seen him in the back. If I
What's your
would've
bag?
run
I'm going to
from
check.
y'all, I could've ran.
Has it been checked yet?
It don't matter. If I didn't want to hit me, if I was on some shit, I would have ran from y'all niggas. Like, come on now.
I would've
Be
caught you.
realistic. Y'all niggas not slick.
We need to race. You and I are going to race.
How am I trespassing? Little all us.
Well, that's what's happening.
Alright, that's cool. Go ahead. Continue your job, sir. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
You're one angry individual.
Because I'm an angry individual. That's what the f*** I am.
Yeah, why? Why are you so mad?
Wait a second. I
Go
got
ahead,
something
go ahead.
for you.
Do what you gotta do. Have something for me.
What you doing with these bad boys?
I work for a moving company. That's why you got that strap in there.
What does it do?
What
What does it do?
I have about 4 boxes I tie
So you
down.
call them all together?
I think she likes straps.
Yo, I'm big into straps. Strap on, strap off, lots of different straps. That's why I am very well versed in what straps do. Someday when you grow up, maybe you'll be less angry.
Y'all dick eaters. That's what y'all is. That's
Eaters.
dick eaters.
I'm a eater
All
now?
y'all dick eaters.
Aw.
Straight like that.
It's
What?
good to be something.
I understand.
Do I get paid to be a eater at least?
You tell me.
Doing better than you, it looks like. I'll get paid to eat dicks.
Tell me.
All right, Corey, can you stand up for me and turn around? Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, Corey. That's 2 out of 4.
No, we're going to do sitting six instead of
Sarge, this is your friend right there.
Okay, cool.
This is his.
Whose backpack's at?
This is this gentleman. Hey! Make sure you get my good side. Not that there is one, but make sure you get it. I'm a what? Link? What's a link?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. What's a link? Oh, well then it makes 2 of us. What you got here?
Throughout, the 4 men remained frustrated but compliant, their simple right to free speech and safe passage ignored. Eventually, some were cited for loitering and trespassing, charges that seemed ludicrous given the public well-lit space and the absence of any posted no trespassing signs. No criminal charges were ever brought against the officers themselves, but the department did reassign the sergeant involved and pledged to use the footage for retraining on bias and de-escalation. If you thought that was intense, wait for this next case where a racist cop meets karma. During this stop on July 19th, 2023, an officer from the Monona Falls Police Department was out on patrol duty when he observed a vehicle traveling at 49 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Concerned by the speeding, the officer activated his lights and began pursuit. The vehicle, with 3 occupants, pulled into a nearby parking lot rather than stopping immediately on the roadside. It's important to note 2 things here. First, the driver noticeably slowed down as soon as he saw the patrol vehicle attempting to initiate a stop. Second, the 3 3 passengers were on a Doordash delivery. This fact quickly became clear once the officer made contact with them. The initial moments of the encounter were recorded on the officer's dash cam. Although the first few seconds are muted, the officer immediately questioned the occupants, starting with a demand to roll down the windows and asking why the driver had attempted to dip out from the stop. The driver explained they were door dashing in the area and had pulled into the parking lot to avoid blocking traffic. The officer insisted the driver should have pulled over immediately upon seeing the police lights, rather than making a quick U-turn and entering the parking lot.
You roll all the windows down for me.
Motion 246.
What's going on? Why are you trying to dip out on me?
DoorDash.
Okay. You're door dashing right here?
Yeah, I swear to God, like this is where we was going. I could show where. Yeah, we was gonna dump the food. That's all.
Can I see the address? You pulled a U-turn real fast and pulled in here. When a cop turns their lights on, you're supposed to pull over right away. All right? You shouldn't be pulling to the back of a parking lot when someone turns their lights on.
No, we understand that, but we was coming here anyway. So it was like, instead of holding up traffic and stopping, you just pull right.
Okay. You should still stop right away. All right? And you're not getting out of the car right now to deliver that. Okay? You got an ID on you? You have a Wisconsin license or no?
No.
Do you live in Arkansas?
No, that's where I do live. Well, yeah, no, but like I'm visiting here now.
You're visiting right now? Okay.
But he lived here before.
You don't have a Wisconsin ID?
It's old.
Okay.
He said 85.
I stopped because you're going 49 and a 30. Just so you know. Okay, you're going 19 over. All right, is this your vehicle?
No, sir.
Whose vehicle is this? Your big sister's? Okay. Is this your current address, Little Rock? Do you have an address up here? Nothing?
Give him see the address.
How long are you staying up here?
I was supposed to leave because I go to college. So I was supposed to leave by the end of this month.
Okay, so you're just here for the summer or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from here, though.
Are you two from here? Okay. What's your phone number, man? Right. You guys have IDs on you?
Yeah, I do. It's in my book bag.
Where is it?
My book bag.
Where's that?
Right here next to you.
You can grab it.
Oh.
You got an ID, man?
Yeah, hey, she said, why you need an ID if it's a traffic stop?
I'm just asking.
He just asked. He was just asking.
So you don't need to see it?
He was just asking.
Alright, so you don't need to see it.
I'm asking for it.
You asking for it?
Yes.
But I don't have to show it?
As the passenger, you don't have to give it to me, but I'm asking you for it.
Oh, that's cool then.
Okay. Do you have anything here you shouldn't have?
No, sir, we didn't.
Okay. Because it smells like marijuana. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have any? Because it smells like it. You sure don't want to tell me right now?
We don't. It's an ashtray, but I don't think it's in the thing.
Okay.
It's just like little bricks.
Let me see.
It's like nothing like using.
Okay.
Multiple.
3.
That's probably what it is.
This is your sister's car?
Yeah, this is another.
Okay. You know if anyone smoked in it recently?
No, that wouldn't
Yeah, she said she did probably before we used it. That's probably why.
Is that sister on the phone?
Yes.
Okay. Tell her it smells like weed in here, and you guys are driving it.
She said so.
The passenger argued that pulling over on the road would have caused unnecessary traffic disruption, and the parking lot was a safer place to stop. From a procedural standpoint, drivers are expected to slow down promptly and pull over safely to the right side of the road. However, the officer never explicitly stated his reason for the stop, beyond the initial speeding observation, and immediately accused the driver of trying to flee. The situation was becoming tense. As the conversation progressed, the officer began fishing for information, asking numerous questions to try to coerce the passengers into revealing their identities and potentially incriminating themselves. He demanded IDs from all 3 occupants, despite Wisconsin law not requiring passengers to provide identification unless there is reasonable suspicion of wrongdoing. At this point, the driver's older sister, who was on the phone, intervened. She asserted their constitutional rights and reminded the officer that the passengers were not legally obligated to identify themselves. Soon after, the officer pivoted to a new accusation: the smell of marijuana in the vehicle. This claim is often used as probable cause to search a vehicle in Wisconsin. The officer stated that the odor gave him justification to conduct a search, even though the passengers denied any such substance. It is worth noting that the Supreme Court and Wisconsin case law allow searches if an unmistakable odor of marijuana is detected and linked to a person or place. However, there is a risk that officers may claim to smell something that isn't there, which would be an unlawful search. Whether the officer genuinely detected such an odor here remains unclear. Despite this, the officer escalated the situation. He ordered all 3 occupants out of the car and demanded that one passenger leave his mobile phone inside the vehicle, effectively seizing his personal property without a warrant or clear justification. This action violated the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Once backup officers arrived, the situation intensified. The officers physically restrained the passenger who resisted handing over his phone. He was told multiple times to stop resisting and threatened with being tased. In a calm but firm voice, the passenger asserted his right to record the interaction, explaining that it was legal to record police officers in public spaces.
Okay. All right, why don't you step out for me? Yep. Why don't all 3 of you come out?
Gonna search the car?
Leave the phone in there, sir. Step out, leave the phone. Keep your hand out of your pockets. Hey, what's his name?
TJ, listen. He said leave the
TJ.
phone. Why you got my phone?
Leave the phone in there.
TJ, stop, bro.
Why can't he have his phone?
Leave the phone in there.
Why can't he have his phone?
Because I'm telling you, you can't right now.
Is that
We're
a law?
investigating something.
Is that a
okay?
law?
Put your phone in there right now. Put your phone in there. Put your phone in there, because I'm going to search the car for marijuana.
Okay, well,
we're investigating something. You're not allowed on the phone.
TJ,
Put it in there. I'm not going to ask you again.
It's a lawful order.
So it's a lawful order that we can't have our phone.
Put it in there.
That shit sound dumb.
Put it in there. Put your phone in there.
Put the phone down.
I don't care, my nigga. Get it off.
I'm not going to ask you again. I'm not going to ask you
I'm gonna
again.
ask you, I'll pay some. Money up.
Turn around. Turn around.
No money.
Stop. Stop resisting right now. Stop resisting. Stop resisting right now. Stop resisting.
Look, they
I'm going to tase you. I will tase you if you don't stop.
Right, they tweaking you for no reason on it. Hey, grab my phone. Grab my phone, bro. I can't have a phone. What you talking about?
Ironically, the officer's own order to leave the phone inside the car prevented the passenger from exercising this right. The officers then arrested the passenger on charges of obstruction of justice, merely for holding his phone during the stop. Next up, racist cops frame innocent teen, then this happens. On August 10, 2022, the City of Sunrise Police Department received a call from a local convenience store owner reporting an altercation involving several teenagers. No physical violence had been reported, but the owner claimed that one of the teens was armed. Dispatchers immediately alerted the patrolling units, and Officers McCarthy and Carter promptly arrived at the store to investigate. Upon arrival, they spoke with the owner, who recounted the events leading up to the call. He continued, describing how one boy ran out the back door despite being told not to. The owner mentioned that 2 of the teens had purchased some items, but there was no direct confrontation inside the store. When asked if the teens pulled out a gun inside, the owner firmly said, "No, they didn't pull out anything. We had no problem with them." However, the owner added that the boys had been showing off 3 guns to each other outside in a careless, almost boastful manner. The owner speculated that there might have been some conflict, explaining that one boy ran one way and 2 ran another. As per Florida law, brandishing a weapon in public is a criminal offense. The 2023 Florida statutes define improper exhibition of dangerous weapons or firearms as showing any firearm or weapon in a rude, careless, angry, or threatening way without necessity for self-defense. This is a misdemeanor of the first degree. It seemed plausible that tensions could have escalated to violence, so involving the police was justified. The officers requested to see the store's CCTV footage to identify the suspects. After reviewing the video, it was clear the boys were teenagers, around 15 or 16 years old, and none appeared to be carrying weapons inside the store. While the officers continued watching the footage, 2 teenage boys entered the store to buy items. The staff noted that these boys had been near the area during the earlier incident, but did not accuse them of any wrongdoing. In fact, the boys denied involvement and seemed more like victims trying to avoid trouble.
Was he inside the store? Yeah, 3 of them was here, and then he working in the back room.
I was working outside, like the back room. My back door is open. The one of his.
They're not here anymore, right? No, they just left. Yeah.
So I see like that he's running away this way. Then I say like, hey, why are you going for the outside? Because like he's not supposed to be
running that way. Yeah.
Then he's not listening. He just like that go that way by the fence, and he's like
run. And he never realized in that.
And when I came inside, I thought like there's something happened over here. I came fast.
Then I explained to him like another. What did he do inside the store? No, one of them, 2 of them buy something like black and white, something like that. So, okay. Yeah.
And then, but there's a gun. They pull out the gun in the store.
No, they didn't pull out like anything. We didn't have any issue with us.
Them.
Okay.
And yeah.
Do you think that they had an issue outside with somebody?
I have no idea. Outside, he didn't have any argument, nothing. Just she's wondering because they have 3 guns with them.
3 guns and 1
Where were the guns?
Yeah, how did
in their waist?
They take it out. They take it out. Yeah,
like to show you?
Yeah, they're showing like friends talking each other and
they're showing their friends and stuff. Okay. Alright.
So that is like the way.
So who knows? If something in the argument with us, they're gonna use it.
Yeah, it's 3 boys. Yeah. 3 boys. Yeah.
But in case I'm
they were in the store just kind of showing themselves.
But of course they are looking for someone because why one boy running around in the back door? Of course he's in problem.
Okay.
She meant like might they have some problem with somebody? That's why one ran this way,
right.
2 run this way.
Okay,
so
I gotcha.
Before it's happened anything, that's why I'm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So that's why I just want to
confirm. They're talking like it loudly, so it's mean.
Yeah,
but they was screaming.
So that's why.
They was screaming.
Alright, so what do we mean? 14, 20. Yeah, so go rewind. It's saying 14:28 was when like the kids were walking by. How long were they in here for? Not long? Not long, like back a little bit more. Oh, is this them? Is it the kids? Yeah, yeah.
Where's the?
Yeah. It's got to be on the outside. Because I think it's like the track. Yeah, with the stripe. Yeah, and now these.
Oh.
Wait.
Despite this, Officer McCarthy began to question them aggressively, escalating the situation rapidly. The boys tried to walk away, but the officer insisted, "Come over here, let's talk." One boy refused, stating clearly he didn't want to engage, but the officers persisted. It's important to note that the boys were not under lawful detention. Police can only detain a person if they have reasonable suspicion, a well-founded belief that a crime was or is about to be committed. Here, the boys had simply been in the area and returned to the store minutes after fleeing. This did not constitute reasonable suspicion. However, the officers failed to communicate that the boys were being detained and moved to physically restrain one of them, Curtis Wilson. Officer Carter ignored his protests and deployed a taser against Curtis, who was standing still and posed no threat.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, he wasn't like that.
Were you here earlier?
If I would have lost my life, he would have been looking shit.
Yo, talk to us.
No, it's nothing.
Yo, what was going on earlier?
It's nothing.
But you guys were obviously you guys were on freaking camera.
Alright, it's nothing. Why would you finna lie?
Yo, come over here for a second.
What?
Let's come talk.
Now come over here.
No.
We don't want to talk about that situation.
Yo, you can either talk to us now or you can talk to us.
Come back over here. Where you going, bro? I don't want to talk about Get over here. Okay, well, let me talk to you.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all tighten up. Okay. What?
You need to stop.
Let me go, Carl. Let me go, Carl. Let me go, Carl.
Stop.
Let me go, Carl.
No.
Relax.
Let me go.
Right now.
Carl, let me go, Carl.
Stop.
Let me go, Carl. Carl, y'all let
You're
me
getting
go, Carl.
detained.
Carl, y'all let me go, Carl.
Stop.
Carl, let me go, Carl.
Relax.
Carl, let me go, Carl.
Stop.
Tighten up, Carl. Get your taste. Drop on the ground. Drop on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Carl, tighten up, Carl. On my soul, Carl.
Get on the ground.
Tighten up, Carl.
Get on the ground one more time. You get tased.
Get tased.
Get on the ground and get tased. You got 2 seconds. 1, 2. Taser, taser, taser. Get on the ground.
The Fourth Amendment protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures, including excessive use of force during police encounters. Police guidelines on use of force emphasize 3 key factors: the severity of the crime, the threat posed by the suspect, and whether the suspect is resisting or fleeing. Curtis was neither fleeing nor threatening anyone. He simply did not want to be handcuffed without cause, but the officers persisted, tasing him again when he remained passive. Eventually, medical personnel were called to the scene, but the damage was done, a clear example of police overreach and violation of constitutional rights. Curtis later threatened legal action, stating, "I'm suing you on my soul." According to the American Civil Liberties Union's guidelines on taser use, a taser should never be used as punishment or coercion. It is a use of force tool intended only to overcome resistance during lawful arrests or to protect officers or others. Since Curtis was neither lawfully detained nor resisting arrest, this taser deployment was unlawful. In this next case, racist cops get sued after insane stop. On January 26, 2020, Melissa Hughes was driving home after picking up her son and his friends from a pizza place. Just minutes from her house, several Grand Rapids Police Department patrol vehicles suddenly pulled her over. Multiple officers immediately approached her car, their hands hovering near their holstered firearms. A crucial detail in this encounter was the sweatshirt Melissa wore, a Black Lives Matter hoodie with her cousin's name on the back. Her cousin, Darius Wimberly, had been shot and killed by a Benton Harbor police officer in 2016, adding a heavy layer of tension to the stop. They asked for her driver's license and proof of insurance, while also trying to identify the 3 minors in the car, Melissa's son and his 2 friends. Although the officers insisted on knowing who the minors were, Melissa stated they were not required to share their information, citing Michigan passenger rights and constitutional protections under the Fourth Amendment. According to Michigan law, officers can only require identification or search passengers if they have reasonable suspicion or probable cause, neither of which was present in this situation. During the stop, the officers found that Melissa's driver's license was also expired. It was at this point that the encounter escalated. Despite Melissa's compliance, the officers decided to pull her out of the vehicle. They ordered her to step out, placed her in handcuffs, conducted a search for weapons, and put her in the back of a patrol car.
Hello, my name is Officer Vandenberg, Grand Rapids Police Department. Reason for the stop today?
I'm sorry. Can you roll your back windows down?
Roll my back windows down.
Yeah, just so we can see. Reason for the stop today is your license plate's expired.
Yeah,
Do you have your driver's?
on Monday.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, proof of insurance?
Why you flashing your light? So my son. So why you flashing your light in the car and walk away? Why? They're all minors. All three of them are minors. All three of them are minors. They're all minors, all in my care.
Okay. Do you have your proof of insurance?
No,
No?
no, 'cause I'm going to do it on Monday.
Okay. Where
You
you?
want my registration?
If you have it, yes.
Give me my registration.
Where are you guys coming from today?
I was picking them up from Peeps from Little Caesars and going right here to my house, which is right there.
Okay.
They're all minors. So, they don't got to answer any questions. Correct? Correct?
We're just asking for their information, ma'am.
They're all minors. No, I don't have to give them y'all information. Y'all are minors. All y'all minors.
Okay. Did you get his?
No, that's my son.
Okay.
And these and they both in my care. So
Okay. We're just trying to figure out who everybody is.
okay. This is my son and his two friends. That's
Okay.
it. All right. Go run my stuff.
All right. Back up with you in a minute.
Oh no, I thought you were trying to get my attention. Okay. Okay. That's fine, man.
Ma'am, could you roll your back windows down again?
For what?
Just to make sure I can see back there.
Ain't nobody got no weapons or nothing.
Okay.
So why do I gotta keep rolling my windows down?
Like I said, so I can see back there. What I'm going to have you do is step out of the car right now.
Why?
Your driver's license is expired.
My driver's license expired.
Yes, it is.
I have till 10 days after
Ma'am,
to
step
pay
out of
the
the car.
$10 fee. For what?
Put your phone down, step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Why?
Face forward.
For what?
Put your hands on your head. I told you, your license is expired.
So I'm gonna get arrested?
Put your hands on your head.
I was my birthday.
Put your hands on your head. They're right there. Okay, walk back with me.
For real?
We'll go on this side.
Go where?
Right over here. Trying to find a spot where there's not as much snow. That'll be good for now.
Hold on, my purse is unzipped.
Okay, we'll get it off here. Okay, keep your left hand on your head.
I have a
Okay. As long as you're calm, I'll be calm, okay?
I don't have a problem.
Keep your left hand on your head.
I don't understand why I'm getting put in cuffs.
Well, I told you, your driver's license is expired.
I was taking care of it all on Monday. I thought I had 10 days to the 31st. I thought I did.
Okay. Can you bring your left hand down for me?
My aunt just died yesterday, so I was out of town all day. I was in the hospital all day today with my fiance.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I've never been put in cuffs a day in my life.
Alright, I'm going to double lock these so they don't tighten up on you, okay?
All of this were expired, so my license being expired? Oh, I'm sorry. I had a bump taken care of it Monday. I said my aunt died Friday. I've been at the hospital all day today.
This escalation raised serious questions about whether the officers had legitimate grounds for their actions or if racial bias played a role. It's important to note that Michigan law allows officers to ask a driver to exit a vehicle during a stop if there is reasonable suspicion or safety concerns. However, many experts argue that the officers did not have sufficient reason to do so in Melissa's case, especially since she was not under arrest. Melissa was left detained in the patrol car for over 10 minutes without clear information on what was happening.
I don't have nothing else on me, sir. I don't have no other pockets.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use the back of my hand where it's appropriate.
I don't even have my bra on. I just ran to pick up the boys.
Okay.
They walked all the way to Burton and Eastern to pick up the people. I said, Mom, can you come get us? It's cold. That's it.
Well, they're not lying. It's a little chilly out here.
Yeah, so I just ran down to pick them up. I didn't even think about my place at all. My mistake.
Same thing, back of the hand where it's appropriate, okay? It's going to be a little slick this way, so be careful, and I'm going to hang on to you. We're going to go back this way and we'll have you sit in the car. Yeah. Well, it's misdemeanor offense. Ooh, I got you. Yep. Okay.
Well, can I have my phone? Oh, I can't call somebody? I don't need to be bailed out of jail? Am I going to jail?
We'll talk about that in a minute, okay?
Well, I need to know so I can call my mom.
Well, we haven't decided that yet, okay?
I mean, I got my daughter in the house.
Okay, just give us a minute.
While the 3 minors were left unattended in her vehicle, eventually the officers issued 2 citations, one for the expired registration and another misdemeanor for the expired license. However, the aggressive treatment Melissa endured far exceeded what was necessary for the traffic violations. On June 8, 2020, Melissa received a call from the Michigan Department of Civil Rights informing her they had filed a racial discrimination charge against the Grand Rapids Police Department related to her case. Over 3 years later, in July 2023, the city settled the lawsuit for $45,000, though city officials denied any wrongdoing. As part of the settlement, Melissa withdrew her complaint, and the case was dismissed by an administrative law judge. But wait for this next, where a racist cop doesn't realize he's being recorded. On May 27, 2020, an incident unfolded in San Diego that exposed blatant racism and police misconduct. Officer Dees approached Amari Johnson, a black man, accusing him of smoking in a non-smoking area. The problem was, Johnson wasn't even smoking. He had no cigarette, lighter, or vape on him. From the start, it was clear this stop was unjustified, yet it quickly escalated into excessive force and racial harassment. The officer's body cam captured the interaction, which quickly became confrontational. Dees repeatedly touched and grabbed Johnson, despite being told to stop. And at one point, Dees even tried to choke him. Johnson remained calm but frustrated, calling out the officer for the unnecessary aggression. Johnson tried to reason with the officer, pointing out he had done nothing wrong and was simply waiting in the area. In a shocking moment of honesty, Dees admitted the real reason for the stop. "Hey, I'm black out here. That's what the issue is."
Bruh, get the fuck up off me, bro. Fuck is you grabbing me for, bro? I already told you niggas is coming straight. You look goofy as hell, bro. Stop touching me, bro. Obviously, nobody's going nowhere. Hey, what'd I tell you? I told you I was waiting for somebody to come here. They right here, bro.
Sit down.
Oh my God, you're tough as fuck, huh? Hey, you tough as fuck, huh?
Stop.
Hey, we don't care.
Stop.
Bro, you goofy as hell, bro. Hey, Mr. Dadges, you making a big ass deal out of nothing, Brody.
You're the one that
you making a big ass deal out of nothing, Brody.
Sit down.
You making a big ass deal out of nothing. You real big though, huh?
Dude,
hey, you real big.
You're the one that just
hey, you real big.
Sit down.
Hey, you real tough.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, where was I at? Where was I at? Right there. I told you, bro, the ride that came, bro.
That's fine.
The people came. I'm finna dip.
Okay.
I have no reason to be detained by you, bro.
Sit down.
Bro, stop.
Sit down.
Bro, you see your bro?
Sit down, dude. For real.
Y'all are funny as hell, bro. Niggas is funny as hell, bro. Hey, let him start it.
That's fine, dude.
At 1130 on Twitter, nigga.
You've already put your hands on me.
Bro, I didn't put nothing on you, bro. It's on camera, so you can check me.
That's
it's
fine.
all good. Hey, what we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Hey, look at my name. What we doing? What we doing?
Dude, I'm talking to you. Sit down.
I'm waiting for somebody to come.
Okay.
All right, bro. Tell him stop touching me, bro.
No,
First of all, stop touching me, bro.
You can't listen.
Nah, back up out of here, bro.
Listen to me.
Bro, y'all hella goofy, bro.
I'm talking to you, and you smacked me.
Bro, nobody smacked you, bro. Where I smack you?
You didn't?
Where I smack you?
You didn't?
Where I smack
You didn't hit my arm?
Where I smack you? All right, but why are you grabbing me, though? Why are you grabbing me?
Because you keep trying to...
Because
Why
you
you
keep trying
grabbing
to
me?
stand up.
Bro, shut the fuck up. Quit talking to me, bro. I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro.
That's fine.
All right. Straight up. Goofy as hell, bro. Hey, no, I'm good, bro. I already know I'm good. Hey, if niggas trying to shoot me or do some weird shit out here right now, bro, you feel me? Shit finna be straight. Bro, dumb as fuck.
Okay?
Bro, you see what's going on though, right? Bro, for real. I'm waiting out here for my friends. I told you that.
That's
hey, did you look my name up already, bro? Did you look? Hey, what 24 stand for too? Hey, what that stand for? Is that a gang? Is that a gang thing? Hey, you got 24 on your shit too?
We're gonna talk to you.
All right, talk to me then. Get me out these fucking cuffs. Talking about I'm detained, bro. Ain't no deep breath. Ain't no calming down, bro. Y'all got 6 cops for no reason over here, bro. Y'all goofy as hell. Bro, over here talking about, hey, are you smoking weed and shit, bro? Suck my dick, nigga. Suck my fucking dick, nigga. You bitch ass boy. You a hoe, nigga. Bro, fuck him, bro. Yeah, walk away, pussy. Hey,
one by name and
all these niggas, I'll beat your ass, nigga. Don't say that, bro. I'm straight now. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm just happy y'all got a show, you know what I'm saying? It's real nice. Hey, this is great. Bro, you're straight, literally, bro. Oh, I know I'm straight. I ain't do shit but stand right there. Oh, God. No. I can see that in his eyes when I pulled up. Bro, I know, bro. You're dumb as fuck. Like, oh, shit. Put his hands on people. Bro, exactly. You think you hella hard, though, huh? You think you hella hard. Bro, you're a fucking dumb. Bro, you're hella dumb, bro. Bro, oh my God, what's his name? Like M Dages, D-A-G-E-S, bro. I swear to God, I'm going straight to whoever your supervisor, nigga. I'm telling, bro.
This statement underscored the systemic racism driving the officer's actions and highlighted the unfortunate reality many people of color face during police encounters. Despite the clear lack of evidence or probable cause, Dees proceeded to arrest Johnson for assault on an officer.
I'm just standing here, you know what I'm saying? I told him my homie was coming, and he pulled up, and he still want to beef up on me. For what? Where's my work? He looked at my name like 30 minutes ago, bro. Why am I still here? I don't got nothing on me. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm being a citizen. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm frustrated. It's not as hell. I'm sitting outside for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You really don't get it though. You don't get it. It's cool. I feel like I understand you're being empathetic, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get it, bro. You don't.
I'm not trying to say that I know exactly.
Okay.
I know. But I'm just saying that I understand your frustration.
So listen to me. You're being placed under arrest for 241C, okay?
Yep.
All right.
What's the 241C?
Assault on a peace officer.
Assault on an officer? Hey, okay, bet. Hey,
come on.
Hey, bet. Hey,
bro, you are a whole ass bitch, bro.
Call Jerry. Hey, call Jerry. Hey, Nick, call Jerry.
Listen to me. It's a misdemeanor. So sign release.
Hey, call Jerry. Hey, call Jerry, Nick. You a straight bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
except for you're the one that hit me.
Bro, I didn't hit you, bro. You started grabbing me, bro. I told you to stop touching me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Assault a police officer. You know it's on film, right? How far you think this is gonna go? You just wasting my time and your time, but it's good though.
That's fine.
It's good. I hope y'all don't kill me in the back of this car though. That's what I hope. I hope you don't shoot me in the back of this car or some shit. That's what I hope, bro. Because you guys are fucking corrupt officers. You're for sure corrupt as fuck. Because I'm not supposed to be in the back of the car in the first place.
Okay,
straight up. But you know what I'm saying? We can play this game all day.
Come over to the front, sir.
Remember there was an attorney right there.
That's fine. You want to get his card?
Bro, I do actually.
Separate your feet for me.
Bro, don't start doing all that extra shit, bro.
No one's doing anything extra.
Right,
if anyone's being extra, it's you.
Okay.
And your friends.
All right, bro. Extra is me being in this position right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw me just standing there. And you know why I pushed your hand off of me. Because you grabbed me. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. And I didn't try to run or nothing, but, you know, if y'all want to take to this step, it's cool. I understand. I don't.
Copy will be at 1016 for 241C.
It's funny as fuck, bro. Funny as hell, bro.
Take a step back for me. Do you have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, stab me?
Nope, nothing.
Lift up your hands.
I got cuffs on, bro. Like, come on now.
You can lift up your hands.
Bro, how, man? Like, come on now.
How? See how your arms go up? See how your arms go up and down?
Yeah,
just like that.
They don't go up much, bro. They don't go up much.
No, they go up.
You know what I'm saying? Just check my fucking pants. Do your job. My fucking nerves, bro.
If you would have acted like a normal person,
bro, I was acting normal as fuck.
Did
I lie to you the whole time? Did I tell you my friend was coming and then he was? So what are we doing here?
A charge that Johnson vehemently denied, insisting it was the officer who had been physically aggressive. Johnson's refusal to comply with unlawful detention and his efforts to document the interaction were met with hostility and false accusations from Dees, who later lied in his police report, claiming Johnson had been smoking and assumed a fighting stance. Fed up with the abuse, Johnson filed a lawsuit against the city of Lame Mesa and Officer Dees for excessive force and wrongful arrest. The city settled the case by paying Johnson $125,000, though none of the money came out of Dees's pocket. However, the officer himself faced consequences. He was fired just 2 years after joining the police force. But hold on your seats because this next case is more shocking than the others. On July 14, 2018, Dwayne Robinson was allegedly causing a scene at a mall, using vulgar language and threatening other patrons. After being asked to leave by security, Robinson complied, but noticed that the guards continued to follow him and eventually detained him. Robinson described the situation as confusing and frustrating, explaining that when he tried to leave, security grabbed his bag roughly, which upset him. He insisted that the guards could have simply told him there was no exit in that direction, but instead, they escalated the situation. Robinson asked for the police to be called to clarify things, hoping for a peaceful resolution. However, this decision soon turned out to be a grave mistake. When the police arrived, one officer, Garcia, quickly adopted a rude and confrontational attitude. Despite Robinson's willingness to cooperate, tension rose as the officer insisted on an argument, threatening jail time if Robinson didn't comply. Robinson refused to hand over his ID initially, which gave the officers enough reason to arrest him for criminal trespassing since he had already been asked to leave and refused. What followed was the disturbing part of the encounter. Once Robinson was on the ground, handcuffed and defenseless, the officers, especially Garcia, became increasingly blunt, abusive, and aggressive. Robinson tried to explain that he was only trying to understand why he was being charged, but his questions were met with hostility. Worse still, Officer Garcia used racial slurs during the interaction, unapologetically repeating offensive language on camera to prove a point.
If they don't want any loitering, they have the right to protect their customers here. And their customers are the people that pay rent here, the shops. So if you're not spending any money here, they don't want you here. They have the right to tell you they don't want you here. Now, understand this. If they tell you they don't want you here and you have to leave, then you have to leave. If you don't leave, then you're breaking the law. But you're not breaking the law by being here. But if they tell you to leave and you don't leave, then you're breaking the law. That's when I get involved. We cool on that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You have your ID? Let me just get your information. I'm gonna get their information.
Alright,
And
so,
we'll be up.
y'all take my information. So, like, they talking about they want to give me for criminal trespass.
Yeah, they might give you a criminal trespass.
But look, I ain't even did. Why y'all give me criminal trespass? What you mean, bro? What you mean they can't?
Shit.
Nah, hold up. What you mean
No,
they can't?
okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna ask you to do something. I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna make you.
Let me go, bro. Look, go ahead and let me go, bro. Look, go ahead and let me go, bro. Stop tensing up. Yes, you are.
You know what? Now you're under arrest.
For what? For what? Look, bro. Stop. Stop. You are tensing up. You're tensing up. Stop. Stop. No, yeah. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Now you're under arrest for criminal trespass. What did I do? Just what you said right there. Okay, you're tensing up.
Listen. Listen.
Well, he got my arm. What you mean?
Listen.
What you mean,
Hey.
bro? What did I just do?
You're under arrest for criminal trespass, sir.
What you mean? They didn't even tell me that yet.
Argumentative, we're not gonna go through this whole story.
I said, look, man, I'm about to give you my ID right now, y'all. What you mean, bro? Ain't that some bullshit?
You know what? I agree. It is bull. You know
look,
why?
Bro, and I'm about to give you all my ID. I said,
No.
Tell me this, and you say, look, give me your ID. So I was about to give it to you.
But you didn't. No. You took it back.
What do you mean, bro?
It's all on camera.
Fast, bro. I didn't do nothing.
Dude, look how old I am. You think I act back? I listened to all your stupid for like 5 minutes.
Look, bro, and I said, look, before I give y'all my ID, can y'all tell me, like, why would I get a criminal trespass?
And I told you, if you're not shopping here, they don't want you.
All right, look, and they didn't even tell me, I don't even have criminal trespass.
You do now. Now you're going to jail.
You're tensing up like that.
Fool, you had my arm, bro.
First of all, I'm not your fool. I'm an officer.
Look, bro, you had my arm,
listen to me
bro.
for a second.
He ain't your bro either.
I'm giving you nothing but respect.
Look, and I'm trying to get, all I did was ask a question, bro.
I'm not your fool. I'm nothing like
look,
that.
bro,
I'm an officer.
all I did was ask a question.
Right, and we asked you for your ID and you refused to give it to us.
And look, I said, look, can y'all tell me? All right, give me your ID. So look, I'm about to give it to you.
He even acknowledged his willingness to say such things openly, showing a blatant disregard for professionalism. The verbal abuse didn't end there. Garcia continued to taunt and insult Robinson, escalating the tension further. After the encounter outside the mall near the patrol cars, the officers physically abused Robinson by forcibly removing his shoes, despite there being no indication of weapons or drugs. Robinson was made to walk barefoot on the hot pavement in July, an unnecessary and cruel act. Following the incident, Robinson was charged with trespassing and resisting arrest. The internal response from the police department revealed a deeper problem. Garcia's sergeant recommended only a written reprimand, arguing that the racial slur wasn't directed at anyone and was merely repeated. 2 lieutenants agreed with this mild punishment. Fortunately, the deputy chief reviewed the footage and saw the excessive profanity, aggression, and unprofessionalism, sending the case to Internal Affairs for a formal investigation. Eventually, the San Antonio police chief viewed the video and called Garcia's conduct unacceptable, recommending an indefinite suspension. Despite Garcia's defense that he was using similar language to communicate, he was suspended indefinitely in January 2019. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this.